From Izuna drops to complete obliteration. Welcome to the review of Ninja Gaiden 4. Let me just start this video by saying Ninja Gaiden 4 is actually the true sequel to Ninja Gaiden 2 because I do not respect nor recognize Ninja Gaiden 3. I absolutely hate Ninja Gaiden 3. I hate it with every fiber of my being. And I wish the game never existed. It is not a true sequel to Ninja Gaiden 2. Now, I'm going to point out the differences between Ninja Gaiden 3 and Ninja Gaiden 4. First thing you're going to see is the gameplay. The gameplay in Ninja Gaiden 3 sucked. It sucked really hard and I absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated Ninja Gaiden 3's gameplay. The story sucked in Ninja Gaiden 3. It really and truly sucked. I hated it. I really and truly hated it. Alright, so let's move on to Ninja Gaiden 4. So the thing about Ninja Gaiden 4 is this. You have a new ninja. His name is Yakumo, right? And everybody, even me, was hoping to play as Ryo Hayabusa for, this Ninja Gaiden and stuff like that. But I don't think Yakumo was a bad character either. I think that they should have fleshed out his storyline a little bit better to make you feel more connected to Yakumo. That's one of the main reasons why I did not feel connected to Yakumo as a character, because I don't feel like his storyline was, fully fleshed out. All you knew is that he was basically, this new from this Raven clan, and the Raven clan was in the shadow of the Hayabusa clan and stuff like that. So you were expecting there not to just be rivalry but to be enemies, and that wasn't actually the case. So you're finding out now throughout the story that the Raven clan is just like a cleanup group, the group that does the dirty work. But isn't that what all ninjas do? Isn't that what all ninjas are basically like? When you sign a contract with the ninjas, they do all the dirty work. They do all the the assassinations, the this, the that, and stuff like that. But it just seems like, oh, Hayabusa clan is something different, and then the Raven clan just seems like the actual ninjas that does the dirty work that ninjas are supposed to be doing in the darkness. That being said, gameplay wise, when I started to play as Hayabusa, I felt a whole lot better than when I was playing as Yakumo. I'm not saying that Yakumo as a character, when you're playing him, is bad. What I'm saying is that basically, I just like when I was more excited to use Ryu Hayabusa more than Yakumo, because I just didn't. It's like I said before. It's just like if it's not broken, I don't see why people should fix it. But Yakumo wasn't a bad character either. He wasn't bad to play with, and it was also, it's kind of refreshing to use him. But at the same time, basically, I just didn't feel too connected to use him. And then when you could tell the stark differences with using both characters, though, to be honest with you, because you could see that Ryu Hayabusa was way stronger than Yakumo, because once you start to play as Hayabusa, you're basically obliterating enemies either easier, and his enemies. That's the next thing I want to talk about. So let me just like say this right now. When I was playing as Yakumo, I felt like I was just like hacking and slashing and just button mashing the whole way through the game. But when I got to Ryu, it felt like, okay, now we gotta get back into the techniques, we gotta get into the Izuna drop, we have to get into this, we have to get into that. So when I was playing, I felt more challenged when I was playing as Ryu than when I was playing as Yakumo. Yakumo just felt too easy to play as Yakumo. And when I was playing as Ryu, the game just felt a little bit harder than it did as playing as Yakumo. You understand what I'm saying? So I want this to be a quick review. I'm not gonna go into in depth with the game and stuff like that, but in my honest opinion, I don't think it's a bad game. I see a lot of people give it some bad reviews. I don't think it deserves the bad review. I really like the game. I don't think it's a bad game, and my best, my most exciting point in the game was the boss battle between Yakumo and Ryu Hayabusa, and it went exactly how I expected it to be. It like, to be honest with you, it far surpassed my expectations of what a battle with Ryu Hayabusa would be. And it was not easy either. Like, no matter how much you went through, I died. Yo, listen, I died a couple of times facing the man, and I was happy. I was not frustrated because I said, yeah, this is what Ryu Hayabusa should actually feel like if you are actually fighting against him. You understand? And it felt really good to get my ass handed to me by Ryu Hayabusa. You understand what I'm saying? So when I finally beat him, I was like, I didn't feel good about it, but you know, I felt way better, facing him as a boss than I did, playing as Yakumo, to be honest with you. And the thing about that is that when you look at it from sideways, it's just that Ryu is just so powerful that if you probably put it up to Master Ninja or something like that, I doubt you would be able to pass him as a boss. You understand what I'm saying? But overall, this is a great game, and it deserves 4 out of 5 stars. And the reason why it's not all 5 stars is because the gameplay is not like Ninja Gaiden 2. I think that Ninja Gaiden 2 brought the gameplay and the combos and everything up to another level, and that level was not attained in Ninja Gaiden 4. But again, I seriously, really and truly hate and I'm disgusted with Ninja Gaiden 3. I never liked that game. I hated it. 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 My favorite game is actually Ninja Gaiden 2. And that's why when I saw that there was a remaster and a remake and stuff like that of Ninja Gaiden, because I know probably a lot of people feel that way. Ninja Gaiden 2 is actually the best Ninja Gaiden game out of all of them, but Ninja Gaiden 4 is not a bad sequel to Ninja Gaiden 2. Because Ninja Gaiden 3 is not a good sequel. It is not. I don't recognize the game. I do not like it. And I will never, ever, ever talk about it. But, Ninja Gaiden 4, not a bad game. And if you have it on your Game Pass, like I had it on my Game Pass to play for free, you should do that. You should play the game, you should beat it, and the game has replay value. So you're gonna find yourself replaying the game again, like how I'm gonna probably replay the game again this week, But I have so many things to do. But anyway, people, thank you guys for tuning in. This was my review for Ninja Gaiden 4, 4 to 5 stars. Enough love and respect. Peace. I'm out.